There we go. Good morning, guys. It's American Amy here. Gonna give you guys a couple of seconds to come in. Don't have nothing really planned. This isn't gonna be very long. Um, just wanted to, hey, Mitten State. How you doing, Mitten State? Yeah, I just wanted to come on for a few minutes, say hello to everybody, just connect for a few minutes. This is nothing important. I don't have nothing planned. I just haven't. Hey, Joey's. Hey, girl with the camera. I just haven't felt very creative lately. So I haven't put out any much content. I mean, I put out content, but I how do I say it? I haven't. I don't know. Y'all know me. I go through my little disconnections times, and I guess I needed a little break, right? Don't we all need a break sometimes? Yeah, I think so. So I just wanted to come on and say hello for a few minutes. If y'all got anything that you guys, hey Joey, go with the camera. We got DG1, Bonnie, Twyla, Gregory, Freeside, Too Tall Rob. Bonnie, did I get everybody? Twyla, I hope so. Y'all know me, my mind's a mess. So yeah, I know it's that time of year, and I know it's a rough time of year for a lot of people, for a lot of reasons. And so hey Jeff, Randy, Ms. B's. So I was like, you know what? Maybe we wanted to just come together for a few minutes and just see how everybody's doing, say hello to everybody, and that's about it. So anybody want to come up here and talk with me? If so, if I know you, I'm going to leave the link. If you've got something that you think we should share, if there's been any recent arrests, I haven't been keeping a lot of attention up because I've kind of been watching other stuff. And then I also, hey Hebrew, I also um, went through this thing where I went on a totally different kind of channel, totally different community, and this person, I put a comment on there that have been worried about them because they put a couple videos up there that were very concerning, and I know all their audience was worried. This person made a whole video bashing me for telling them I was worried about them. So it's like I can't win for losing, and you get tired of that shit and you get tired of the people you're out there. Well, hey, I'm standing up for my rights, okay? But in the process, I'm standing up for everybody's rights. And you get tired of all these people telling you you're doing all this shit for attention. Hey, COVIDs. Hey, Irish. Hey, Hanya Fun. And it gets old. It gets real old, especially if you're one of these people like myself that really don't make money doing this, that has done nothing but spend their own. You get sick of hearing that shit. You really do. And I don't know, maybe that's what they probably wanted to run us away, and they ain't ran me away yet. And it's been, damn, I've been here for years, and I ain't went nowhere yet. But sometimes you do get frustrated. So did I leave the link? No, I didn't. In case anybody wants to come here and talk for a minute, and if anybody wants to say anything, I know I appreciate you all. Nobody's done that, but yeah, it's like, dang, it's like people have to understand. Hey, car thief, when you put yourself on the internet, just like you're going to get a lot of hate, you also get a lot of love. Okay, yeah, people don't know you. I didn't know this person, but I was just trying to let them know, hey, glad to see you, down. I mean, I didn't, see this person, hey, Blue still, this person, hey, Gregory's, behind the scenes, goodness, everybody, we got a good crowd in here. I wish I had some shit ready for y'all. Usually, a lot of times when I do these, I do have something ready. I do have videos. I do have something educational. But today, I just kind of wanted to connect with you guys. Say hello. I did have fun with Girl to Camera and Joey's and Amanda and Palm Beach Free Press. We hooked up. It's been, dang, this Friday be 2 weeks ago. It don't seem like it. Seems like yesterday. But anyway, if you hadn't seen those videos, check them out. We've all three got footage from that night. No, four. There's four of us that night. Yeah. So, did I share the link? I don't know. Y'all know me. I'm kind of crazy. Here it is. Good morning, Blue Still, Sasquatch, John. There's a lot of good people in here. It's like a lot of my friends all in one place. This is nice. I'm glad I did this. I am. And I didn't, and nobody else seemed to be live. So I'm like, we're going to go live for a few minutes. I wish I had something interesting to show you. I usually do. I do know Twitter got interesting yesterday. Got very interesting. Um, Yeah, it's a long story, but not in a bad way. I think it's like Twitter. There's like it's probably like YouTube. But it's not all good. What's happening on there? You got another video coming out today. Good, Joey. I try to watch all yours. I try to watch everybody's I can, but there's so many people, and then sometimes I do try to take breaks from watching any auditing or cop watching videos because I just need a break from it. But it's also kind of hard too because it's like you want to keep up to date with what's going on. I know he's a moron. I'm not on Elon's side, okay? Um, I want people. What happened yesterday was, actually somebody I believe actually got shadow banned that wasn't shadow banned before, okay? And so I'm telling this person now, hold his feet to the fire because now we can't tag you. And everybody's saying, oh, I can't tag you no more. Hey, Rob, good morning. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. This thing's moving fast. Okay, I'll put the link if anybody wants to come here and chat. Not, y'all just have to listen to me. Okay, Christmas. I haven't done no Christmas shopping. Yeah, it's a fire. Okay, well, we'll watch it later. Anybody got any videos they want me to share up here or anything interesting you've seen lately? I know Riverside Accountability. I think he was arrested. I didn't see the arrest. He's out now. I don't really know him, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully nobody else has been arrested. I hope not. And I'm upset about what happened with Lady Justice, about her getting convicted when I know she didn't do nothing wrong. I'm upset that I didn't get to testify. Her lawyer contacted me one time and left a voicemail. I don't answer voicemails. I had no idea the lady was trying to reach me. So it sucks. But anyway, so that's discouraging too. But you know what? We got a lot of things to be thankful for. I've got the thing to be thankful that I can crank this thing up and we can bring 20 people together right now. You like poetry? You have poetry readings? Well, I'm not good at reading out loud, but I do like poems. I actually write poems. In fact, I write poems. I write prayers. I've wrote a couple songs, but since I'm not very musical, I don't really know how to write songs. But I wish I could find my activist prayer. I would read it to you guys. I've said it before when I go out to people. I don't know it by heart. I wrote it, but if I could ever find it, I would read it to you guys. It's probably on my tablet. Oh, also I've been sharing. I shared. Okay, that thing I shared on my backup channel about the cop. A lot of people think that's fake. I don't know if it's fake. That's what the police put out. I don't know. It is weird that somebody could just have something low in their face, but I do know if it's fentanyl that shit is really deadly. I don't know. All I know is I share the articles. And also another thing I think people don't understand about me, guys. I may share an article because I support it. I may not support it. I might just share it because it's the news. I try to be unbiased, but it's kind of hard to be unbiased when you're in my position and you've seen what you've seen. But still, I have to try to always be truthful, and that's my goal. And that's why I show all interactions with police, even if some people might consider them boring or stupid. It all matters. And if I'm going to run into police, I'm going to show that footage, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, or indifferent. Basically, the goal is to document, right? So let me see if I can find the activist prayer. I really would like to read it to you guys. I really like it. Or I wouldn't have wrote it if it didn't mean something to me. But I've got so much crap on my phone and on my tablet. But all these notes in here, and then half the time I don't get rid of them. I should. You know what I used to do? I used to write comments too. And then, but sometimes I didn't feel like actually printing them because you don't want to hear all this shit from a bunch of stupid people. So I would just put them in my notes. you know? Yeah. Like here's one. like where I don't know where this video comes from. It's just a comment I wrote. He should teach his officer better, or things would have went down correctly. So if he really understands constitutional rights, then he would understand that they are the most fundamental laws of this land. This is their job to protect these rights, yet they're the ones violating them over and over. See, that's just a comment I wrote, but for some reason, I decided not to print it. I just put it over here. I still haven't found. Here's something I wrote just about my thoughts on auditors. It says, things are starting to get weird lately, and I'm afraid that people are going to start doubting the movement, and that would be a damn shame. Wow, I didn't realize I had read all these news. Here's a poem I wrote. I don't know. What gave you the right? What did I do that was so horrible to you? What did I do to make you decide? And above all, what gave you the right? Did you carry my life inside? Did you teach me about life? Did you feed and clothe me? No. So what gave you the right to take my life? Where that came from, I don't know. Okay, we got Caucasian Sasquatch going to come join us. Let me see your beautiful face, darling. Yeah, I see you. All right. Let me find my mouse. Good. Maybe he can come out here and talk some, and then I will look for the activist person. I'll probably never find. Hey,
How you doing?
I'm fine. Yourself? It's good to see you.
I just managed to get coffee in me, and I'm starting to feel a little bit human. Barely.
I understand. I just found a New Year's wish. Okay, so how are you doing? You got any plans for this holiday season? Or are you just going to chill at the house with your peeps? Or what?
My wife's dad passed, so they've got a whole bunch of stuff they got to go do, which a lot of it's already done, but we also have pets and kids and stuff like that. So apparently we're going to split the old fort up and send some of them in that direction, and somebody's got to stay here with the pets. So I'll probably get stuck on dog duty.
Well, the thing about it is at least you do have the internet to keep you entertained while you're there. But it's not the same as being with family, especially during a difficult time like this. But I understand my mom has animals. It keeps her, even if she was able, it keeps her from traveling more than she's not able to travel anyway, but even if she was, she couldn't because the animals. Hey, Divine Sorcerer.
Hello, Divine Sorcerer.
Yeah, it's good to see all you guys. It really is.
What am I doing? Oh, yeah.
No. Talk to me, baby.
What do you want me to say there, darling?
I don't know. Entertain us. Yeah, entertain us.
Entertain us.
No, I'm just playing.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Los Angeles, California, this chick. I don't know where she's at. It doesn't work.
Yeah, and the other day when I don't know if you heard me earlier say this person got mad at me just because I said I was glad they were okay. My goodness. I mean, where I lost my thought. I don't know, but anyway, people have to understand that they should appreciate people's concern for them. I would get mad if somebody could send a wheelchair check on me or something. I wouldn't do nobody like that. But dang, just to say I'm glad to see you're alive, which I didn't put those words. But anyway, this person's sick too, and that's why I'm not mad at them. I am still praying for them. I just chose not to comment or watch they're on their channel no more because obviously my comments upset them, and I don't want to upset nobody. Especially when I'm just trying to be kind. And sometimes, everybody's different and we have to think note of that. We don't really know all these people and we think we do. And you don't really, some people, I don't know. But anyway,
You can't please everybody all of the time.
no, you have to please yourself. That's the only person. That is the only person you can keep happy. And even then, you're gonna still.
I was going to say, that doesn't check out.
No, you're still gonna doubt yourself, and
Yeah.
you're gonna do things that you even disappoint yourself. But you know what? You can't try to please everybody. But anyway, luckily though, I am glad that the guy did put the videos on private, even though nobody came after me. They were all telling me that I didn't do nothing wrong, which I agree with. But you know, and it was a little discouraging. But I'm okay, and I am happy to be in Florida where it's warm. To me, it's cool, but I feel bad sometimes. I show all this beautiful scenery, and then everybody's like, "I'm freezing." I'm like,
No, what I tell folks whenever they start talking about how cold it is, I go, nope. We got 7 foot of snow. Mm-mm.
Okay, you don't want to hear that shit.
No. Nope. Sasquatches don't do that.
I couldn't do snow, man. I've never even seen real snow in my life.
Well, I had this one trip where I went up to Virginia for a few weeks, and it come down and snowed about 3 foot, and I had to drive back and forth in that crap every freaking day. I'd wake up every morning white out. Right before I go to bed, white out. I'm like, no. I don't even know why y'all built civilization up here. It's useless.
That's what, like, when I went up to Ohio, I was like, hey, Brian, I was only there during the summer until September, but by September, I was like, Well, I knew from the beginning I couldn't do it, but by September, I was freezing. Oh, you got us in the background. You gonna play something for us? Oh, that's just our... Okay, I see what you got. You got the chat in the background. Cool.
Yeah, I'm working on getting everything up and functional so I can see it. I just lit up my computer. Yeah, I got something. I don't know if it's going to play. I need to know if you can hear it before I start up. So,
all right.
Finish getting everything lined up.
You're coming back to Florida? For sure. Good, girl with the camera.
Can you hear that? Did you hear it at all?
No, I didn't hear nothing. Oh, there's my squirrel.
Is that coming through?
No, sir.
Oh, bother. Okay, give me a minute.
Okay. My squirrel's so close to me. I wish I had my camera. I get my computer. I say my squirrel. He's not mine. He's just a squirrel that comes in my yard. Yeah, it's nice down here. It really is. It's beautiful. I say it all the time. It's just not home to me, you know, because Jacksonville's home. That's another thing I'm upset about. I want to go home for Christmas. I really do. My daughter's cooking, and I wanted to go, but I can't really. I don't have a way, and I got my husband that's fixing it. I heard something then.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't make no sense because I'm an idiot and I keep mistakes and errors and stuff because I think they're funny. So I'm right before I recorded this, I was coming down with a bad lung flu, and I was trying to get this done in the style of Foghorn Leghorn, and I couldn't do it. I didn't have enough air to be able to actually do it. And so after getting frustrated, I threw down a flawless cowardly line and then did a reading instead of trying to do a voice or anything, right?
Is this your poetry reading?
Yeah, this is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost.
Okay, play it.
So put 'em up. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. Be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. That has made all the difference. I guess that's about all I got. Thank you for listening.
That was nice. You got a nice voice. You know what you should do? You should read scary stories, man. That shit. There's a
You,
lot of people. Hey, Karen.
you know what my most requested work is? And it's every time I show one of these, they want me to read romance novels.
Really? Whatever it is, you got a nice voice. And I can't, when I read out loud, I stumble, stumble, stumble. That's why I hate to read articles. And then people hate the computer voice. And it's like, fuck, what do you do? I downloaded this thing the other day and it was reading, and but you had to pay if you wanted to keep it. It was reading the voices of like not Tupac, damn.
Oh, that would
Uh,
be cool. That would be the cool shit.
it was actually Snoop Dogg. It was Snoop Dogg, and I got an article like half read in his voice, but then you only get to read in his voice for like 25 minutes for like so many minutes for free, and the article was long. So then I never published it because it's like half of it Snoop Dogg's voice, and then half of it goes to another computer voice. But there are more options out there if you look around. They got some free voices on there, which are better than the regular computer voices. But I know still people don't like them. Hey, it's so good to see you, Karen. It's good to see all you guys. I'm glad that I came on here. Karen is a wonderful moderator. We got a lot of great moderators. And this shit doesn't work without everybody. And then that's another thing. When these people that say that, all we're doing is going out there holding cameras, that might be true of some people. But a lot of us do more than that. A lot of us actually do a lot of record searches. We do a lot. We go to meetings. A lot of stuff that people don't even realize that we do. And I know everybody that holds a camera don't do all these things, but a lot of us do. Plus, we take time to talk to other people that are going through stuff, even though we can't offer legal advice. You can be a listening ear, and it gets to be a lot sometimes, but dang, we're supposed to help each other out. That's what I thought. And that's, I don't mind doing that when I have time. But like I said, I can't give legal advice. I don't know legal advice. All I know is the things I've learned. I do encourage people to do research, though.
I got one that's in that I haven't published yet. If you're interested, I've saved it for Christmas because it's a visit by Saint Nick. A visit from Saint Nick, I think is the name of it.
Okay, well, do it. It's right before the holidays.
And I have another buddy of mine on YouTube who, like 2 years ago, did a visit from Saint Fauci. If you'd like to hear that one, he's released it for everybody. It's glorious.
You don't think he'll put a claim on this, do you?
Oh no, ma'am. He had like 9 views on it until I found it. I was like, ooh.
Maybe you should play that one so we can get a good joke.
I could do that.
Girl with a camera, I'm gonna make you a mod so you can drop Karen's link, because Karen's humble like that. She's not gonna drop her own link. I know she ain't. Sasquatch, go ahead and play your thing.
You ready? I've got mine set up.
You ready?
Play it, and then I'll find his while I'm looking.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm gonna make girl with a camera a mod. Hey, Carl, it's okay. You don't have to be on time.
From St. Nicholas. I'll say it's a visit from St. Nicholas. Something wrong with me. A visit from St. Nicholas. A visit from Santa Claus. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a nice winter's nap. When out upon the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below. When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the house the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. Then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like a down of thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I guess that's about the best I got. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, Happy Flying Spaghetti Monster. I hope y'all all enjoyed it. Have a good evening.
Nice. I like that. I think you're pretty good at reading like that. I'm telling you. Do you guys like that? I think he's got a nice voice. I mean, I've heard him speak, but I never heard him read like that, and I like it.
Oh, I'm not sure anyone on YouTube's ever actually heard me just speak. I don't know how to explain it, but when I talk into a mic, there's something that happens that is a little different from my normal tone.
Oh, trust me, I know. I sound crazy on the microphone. I mean, I already got a crazy country ass voice, but it sounds way worse on when you record it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I started my channel to read Westerns, like old out of print short stories and stuff, because I figured somebody should be doing it since, if we lose them, they're gone.
Right.
So I'm going to read some Westerns. And then I started messing around with the live streams and stuff. And the next thing I knew, I had a show, and it just sort of snowballed. So I'm trying to get back to what I started the channel for, and taking requests instead of just doing whatever strikes my fancy.
Right. Bye, Karen. I love you, darling. Karen's going to go get some rest. Yes, if you don't know, if you haven't checked out Karen's live stream, her and X usually do a live stream. Everybody, it's in between Saturday night and Sunday morning. So I don't know exactly what time, but I always catch it sometime I catch it about 4 or 5 a.m., but I don't know. That's on my time, Eastern. They're on the West Coast. So she's like in Washington time, I think, whatever that is.
I know everybody out there real busy and everything, and ain't nobody actually living in my head like I am. But check this bit of frou frou out. This is probably the best version of a parody visit from Saint Nick I've ever heard. And apparently the man did it and no one noticed it. Right? It just sat on YouTube for like a year with 9 or 10 views. And when I stumbled across it, I was like, dude, come on, man, share that thing. He's like, oh, you can play it anywhere you want. You give it to anybody you want. He's like, that was a rough draft. I ain't even really done with it. I never went back and finished it. I was like, okay. But here's what he calls a rough draft.
Okay.
Before Christmas, and throughout the West Wing, not a staffer was stirring. One could not hear a thing. The stockings by the chimney had been unhung with haste, for they'd forgot stripper grandbaby, and they had to save face. The Bidens were nestled all snug in their bed, while visions of corn pop danced in Joe's head. And Dr. Jill in her jammies and Joe in Depends had just settled down to see how Matlock ends. When on the east lawn there arose such a ruckus, it must be the Russians. I just knew they'd fuck us. Joe sprang from his bed, but he sprang not so fast, for he's 900 years old. Not much longer he'll last. The moon, it shone brightly on the fresh fallen snow, but Joe was too blind to see objects below, when what to his failing old eyes did appear but Anthony Fauci on a sleigh with reindeer. And that little old driver, so old and so bony, Joe knew in a moment it must be St. Tony. Like a transgender swimmer, his coursers they came, and he harangued and shouted and called them by name. No Lemon, no Koopa, no Velshi and Todd, on Stelta and Maddow, obey me like God, to the top of the house, to the top of the residence, abide by the mandates, I don't need no evidence. And as the unvaxxed out of venues were thrown, they hit the ground hard with a sickening groan. To the top of the White House, the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of masks, and St. Anthony too. And then in a twinkling, up on top of the structure, Joe could hear all the whining of those silly race hucksters. As Joe drew his head in and turned to his right, down the chimney came Tony, and it gave him a fright. He was clad in a white coat and stethoscope too, and the masks on his face numbered not 1, but 2. A bundle of vaccines was flung on his back, and he looked like a junkie who'd just run out of smack. His eyes were downcast, his cheeks were so sunken, he looked like a hobo, though slightly less drunken. His mean little mouth twisted into a frown, but Joe couldn't tell, for his mask wasn't down. A syringe was held tightly in St. Tony's fist, as, "Take your damn booster!" he screamed and he hissed. He had a gaunt face and a big pair of glasses, and he called the whole country a bunch of dumbasses. He was surly and vain, such a nasty old prick. He needed someone to tell him, "Eat a big bag of dicks." But with a wink of his eye and a jab of his needle, his celebrity status, it surpassed the Beatles. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his task, and he jabbed all the Bidens in the arm or the ass. And when he had finished, he flew back to the roof, saying, "You guys are all good now. You won't get the coof." He sprung to his sleigh, and he said to his team, "Let's get going now. Let's pick up the steam. We've got more arms to jab in homes and in schools, so I'll see you next Christmas, you gullible fools."
Tell me that's not solid gold.
It was awesome. I was laughing.
Fried gold, baby. That's awesome. I love it.
Oh my God. That shit was funny.
And
It's terrible. It's sad, but it's true. And now they want amnesty. Well, they were saying that a couple months ago. Now they're not saying shit because ain't nobody holding them accountable. But there have been a few cases that people have won already.
No. Here's the problem with amnesty, right?
Mhm.
The only way you get amnesty is if first you admit you were wrong.
Right. Well, I don't see them doing that. And Yeah, I didn't know she wasn't modded. Yeah, Mrs. B is fine to be modded. That's why I modded her. Yes. Um. Anyway, that was cool as fuck. It was funny, and I've now lost my damn thing. I never could find the activist prayer, but when I do find it, I will read it to you one day. It is nice, and it's one. But that was funny, and I liked your reading too. And I don't know, so I liked it. Yeah, that was funny as hell, and it's just sad but true, you know. And we tried to tell people we were all the crazy ones there, but but now, unfortunately, everything, all the things we crazy people say keeps happening. So we must not be
Hey,
that
don't get me
crazy.
started. I went on vacation and by using my Alex Jones was right jar.
Yeah,
Yep.
how much money did you collect?
It was far more than I can mention here.
Wow, crazy. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm glad we came together for a little bit today, and hopefully, I'll see you guys again before Christmas. If not, I'll catch you around somewhere. You know.
Before we close out, can somebody drop Captain Curmudgeon's? Wait, I got it.
Do you have a mod?
I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
We knew that. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting everybody else up on the stage.
Yeah, we're letting everybody else let speak. He's idiot. No, I'm just playing. I'm joking. The more I like you, the more I'm going to joke with you. Here's my member emojis I'm putting in the chat. If you're not a channel member and you want to become one, please do. All my content is free, but I have been doing some early releases for members. So, but I will always still release them to the public out afterwards. So that's appreciated if anybody wants to be a channel member. Also, donations, super chats, all that good stuff's appreciated. And my links are in the description. But more importantly, I just appreciate that you guys watch my channel. Did you put this link to your friend up there?
Yes, ma'am.
Before we close. Hey, we got somebody in here I want to say hey to. Hey, Salty Spotted Dog of Ultra Mega. And okay, so I hope you all have a good holiday season, whatever holidays you may celebrate. Thank you. And thank you for coming up here with me this morning, Sasquatch.
Absolutely.
All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. My name's American Amy, and I had a special guest this morning, Caucasian Sasquatch. Oh. Yes. Boom. You're supposed to be right here. It's like a bump you like it used to do Lady Justice. Okay. All right. And we're out of here. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.